I'll repeat her question. So all of these things, they're easy when you're high, right? In your Iman, when you're in a Iman high. But what happens when you're in an Iman low? Because obviously Iman rises and falls. We know this from the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, where Abu Bakr and another companion comes to him and says, we've become hypocrites. And he says, why? He says, because when we're with you, we see our Iman is so high, it's as if we see Jannah and Jahannam with our eyes, but when we go with our families, our Iman is different, and it goes down. And the Prophet ﷺ said, if your Iman was the same all the time as when you're with me, the angels would shake hands with you in the streets. And so he teaches even them, right? These are the best people, and yet their Iman goes up and down too. And this is part of what? Being human. So what he teaches us is how to handle the lows. And this is how you handle the lows. Everything that I said in these 4, like I gave you a prescription of 4 things, right? Make sure that you hold on to those things, high or low. If you hold on to your salah, no matter how you're feeling, if you hold on to your azkar, no matter how low you're feeling, it just becomes like I have a question for you. When you're feeling depressed, do you stop breathing? When you're having a bad day, do you stop, oh, I haven't brushed my teeth for a month, or I haven't taken a shower for 5 months. Like, we don't do these things. Why? Regardless of how high or how low I am, I have to keep breathing to stay alive. And I have to keep taking a shower, and I have to keep, brushing my teeth. I have to still keep eating and drinking water. These are just bare minimums to stay alive. And so this spiritual prescription that I gave is just like that. It's like oxygen, water, food. It just keeps you alive. And what happens if you stick to these things, especially salah? Like, I'm going to tell you this. Everything I've given you, these are all like, dude, don't eat poison if you don't want to die. Keep eating if you want to stay. That's all necessary. But salah is like oxygen. Meaning, you give up salah, it's like immediate death. You get it? You might be able to hobble around as long as you have oxygen if you're not eating healthy or whatever. But without oxygen, don't even talk to me about anything because you're going to be dead. Salah is like that. Make sense? Fair enough? Just think of it like that. So when you're in an Iman low, don't give up your salah. You get it? You just think of salah, even if you feel like, oh, but my quality of my salah is awful right now. But you know what? Have you ever been to Cairo? The quality of the oxygen there is pretty awful. But you have to still breathe. You know what I'm saying? The quality, it's so polluted. Yeah, but you can't say, well, you know what? Right now I'm in Cairo and the quality of the air is just not perfect. So I'm just going to breathe next month when I'm back in wherever. This doesn't work or next year or whatever I'm leaving. You know what I mean? So the idea is that, yes, we might not be having a perfect salah at that moment. We may not be at the top of our Iman game, but you have to stay alive anyways. And what happens eventually is you'll go back up, as long as you don't let go of the bare minimum. And the bare minimum is oxygen, my sister. It's oxygen, it's food, it's water. And then you'll be able to go back up eventually.